Welcome aboard, everyone. We're storm watching, not chasing, but watching. Anyways, we're listening to Ryan Hall, y'all, in the background. Hopefully, I can get this camera mounted back on the computer. There. That's good. All right.
Yeah, this is what it looks like right now out there.
There's a hurricane out there, too. All right. Jim Foster is here. 3 Packards. Ooh, in a month. Oh, my. Yes, I'd like a Packard with 2 spares, please. Papa Smurf, welcome aboard. Ray, welcome aboard. Mark is here. Carl is here. Yes, I totally agree with you, Carl. You know, I haven't seen the old Farmer's Almanac in about 10 years. I think they still print it. I can't see that going away. I always enjoyed that. But I haven't had a copy of it probably 10 or 15 years, perhaps. Hitch Up in Snow. No, Hitch Up in Tow. Carol Walters, welcome aboard. Jim is here. Linda's here. Now, Nancy's here. I got to start going through all the people who are here because guess what Timmy did? He copied the. George Ann is here. Welcome aboard. How was your trip? Let us know. Um, Anyways, Timmy texted me earlier with all of the Webster's dictionary X words. So whoever's here is already don't need to come up with an X word or a Y word or a W word because there was enough X words that we can put all of Ryan Hall's fans in here too. And hopefully we'll see Michelle. I I checked to see if there's any communications at all that I missed. I haven't seen anything of Michelle. And I haven't seen anything of Jill. I need to text her though. I haven't seen nothing. Ah. All right, let's start going through these. Linda. There's Nancy. There's Linda. There's Jim. Papa Smurf. Let me look for Papa Smurf. Ouch. Dang it. Okay. I thought I was going to have time to organize these, like put them in alphabetical order. Haha. No, my sister said you got to do this with the dogs and you got to do all this other stuff. And time I took care of what she needed, I ran out of time. Mark is here. He's in. Well, this is crazy. I should be able to find Papa Smurf, one would think. The light is not good in here. There, I found Papa Smurf. I gotta find Georgianne. Hmm. Carl is here. There's Georgianne. Okay. Who have I missed? Carol Walters. Rob is here. Yeah, Timmy made a whole bunch of X words, so don't have to worry about having to come up with the X word. Where is Carol? A little thunder rolling through yet. Oh, what the heck? There it is, right in front of me. Carol Walters is in. Did I get Nancy Drew? I think so. Let me double check. Yep. And I better scroll up. I got Mark. I got Carl. Did I put Sonia in? I am now. Ray Crum. Gotta find Ray's. There you are. I found you, Ray. Oh. Timmy makes fun out of making words. We'll be all right. The Geminator, builder of fires, cleaner of RV roofs, and bringer of rants. Yeah, a Xerox machine. Oh, the X. Duh, yeah. Xenophobic. Winky. Let's see here. I think campfires and dirty tires. Dennis. Where is you? Oh. A tornado warning. Huh?
And that's actually a pretty significant area of rotation there, just to the south and west of Madison, or Matteson. Is that how you guys say that? So Union City, the Hodunk, all you guys are now under a tornado warning, and we do have a significant amount of rotation right here. There's about 3,000 people.
Madison, Michigan. It's near Union City. Yeah, they're under a tornado warning. All right, who am I looking for? I'm looking for campfires and dirty tires. There it is. You are in, Dennis. Okay. Lubecca's here. That was easy. Okay, Timmy's here. And Kyle. I want to say I put you in already, but then Keeley was nosing around, and I told him not to take your chip. Why can't I find? Where's the other Kyle? There, I found you. Okay, now let's see here. Scroll down. Everybody saying hi. Carl's live stream is not going to be on tomorrow. They changed his schedule. Okay. Yeah, new guys usually do get the end of the stick. A Xerox. That's an X word. Just got home. Troy and Kevin were not there. Oh, really? Where the heck were they? And you didn't stop to hook up with Tina on the way through? I don't know. She was talking about going to Hillsdale. I don't think she did because of the weather. I think she was in Belleville today. I'm not positive. She had several possibilities. No answer to Michelle. That's got me worried. It is. It is, right? Twice a day. I don't know if I'll get around to working on it. There's two other old ones out in the living room that she wants running. Noisy as a rock concert. Well, if you like the music, maybe it'll be all right. Extreme close up. Oh, let me look here. Her aim is getting better. Good one, Mark. What are you blue about, Papa Smurf, other than being Papa Smurf? There's Kobe. Wedding stuff. What? Oh, are you doing wedding photography, Kobe? You know you signed up for that. You're in. Yeah, I hear you, Kobe. I'm getting ready to. Don't get me wrong. I love being here with my sister. We have a blast. But I'm looking forward to going up north July 4th weekend. Take a vacation. Even though I do have to work the 6th, I have the 4th and the 5th off, unless they change the schedule. But right now, I do have the 4th and the 5th off. Sonia and Rob. Windy tomorrow, 30, sunny. Face of the storm. Oh, yeah. I seen where he was showing a hurricane. Yeah, Indianapolis got hit pretty hard. You know, some buildings damaged and trees down. So Georgianne made it just in time ahead of the storm. Happy, happy. Worked yesterday 2 to 10 and back to work 7:30 to 2:30. Oh, that's a strange schedule. Yeah, yeah. You want to lawn dart for a few hours and not just into the ground. Ray's got a storm coming at him. Yeah, I heard Linda that there was a storm in Pennsylvania. Limbs down, no power. Okay. There's Brene. Your chip is in, Brene. And it wasn't that you waited so long to come on board. It's just Timmy was the first one on board. And if you'd like to know all of the X words in the Webster's dictionary, including Xerox, I think. Anyways, they're all here. Thanks to Timmy. What are you barking back, Keely? Mother Nature's bipolar. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Oh, Lewis and Becky are back from Hawaii. Awesome. I bet you wish you were back in Hawaii at this point. Yes, the Shlama Lama is well fed. And my niece saw Annabelle in the window and went off on me. Get rid of that. That's too creepy. So, no, Annabelle stays. Tripolar. Don't play with it. How are you doing, Georgian? I feel like it's been forever. Yeah, Chips Ahoy. Thank you, Brittany. Trying to make sure I haven't missed anybody getting chips in. You don't know stinking X words, excuse you. Yeah, xylophone. I thought of that one too. Twitter, formerly X. The other way around, Louis. That's funny. Yeah, the band X. Best friend. Oh, okay. Oh, for goodness sakes. I went to a couple different bachelor's parties in my days. I didn't have, I thought they were stupid. I guess there's a possibility we could lose power. We don't have a backup generator here. Kent and Akron getting hit bad. No power. Wow. Getting paid as long as you aren't asking me to do the impossible. There is Brian. I thought of you this morning. I was going to text you, as a matter of fact. Greetings from the Alaska Highway. So, how far are you, Brian, as to getting into Alaska? I'm guessing the Alaska Highway is the highway that runs from British Columbia to Alaska. I'm not really sure. Um, Someday I'll have to find out because I intend to go to Alaska someday. Maybe not. Maybe in 3 years. That might be the possibility. Um, but I got to thinking, what about Wi-Fi signal? That would be super important for me with this job. So I always have to think about the job right now. They haven't fired me yet, but I have to think about the job because I always need a good signal. Got to find Brian's chip. So you're in, Brian, automatically because Timmy copied every X word from the Webster dictionary. Oh, I know I saw Brian's earlier. What are you doing, Jet? You want to say hi to YouTube? Jet wants to say hi to YouTube. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to YouTube. He's a naughty little boy, aren't you? Admiral, copy and paste, dumps all the words in the chat that doesn't hang around. You're right. All right, I still got to find Brian's chip. Oh, goodness. It's crazy. I know I saw it earlier. Ugh. There's Mo Bangs, leisurely tripping, Jade Travels, free camper van, Alpine Golf, Lindy Okie. Ah, tumbleweed. Wi-Fi's getting weird, I think. Roy and Becky. Kelly, there you are. Found you, Brian. You are in. And I gotta scroll down. That's right, Diane's not here. Indulge. Butter and sugar. I never tried sugar for corn on the cob. Lots of butter, but never sugar. Now that might be worth trying. I handed my sister some money, and she is going to be bringing home, believe it or not, Wendy's. So I'll be after the live stream. I'll have a Dave's cheeseburger and uh, chicken nuggets. I really like Wendy's chicken nuggets. Um, and of course, a frosty, chocolate frosty. He snaps his wedding. Best man isn't going to be there. Oh my goodness, Gobi. About 200 miles south of Fairbanks. And obviously, you have a signal. So now I know, reserve me a campsite. I'll be there I'll be there before the plates expire on the truck. I have 5-year plates on the truck. There's Susie. Welcome aboard. 4,000 miles. And the van is doing good. Now that's incredible. That is really, really something. Everybody, Brian is driving. I think is it a 78? It's a Dodge. I think it's a Sportsman's. Yeah, it's a cool van. You've seen it. Uh, I first saw it out in Arizona at which camp? I first met Brian at La Posa South, pretty sure, or it was at Schoolie Palooza. Not, yeah, Schoolie Palooza. One of those. But camped with them all over the place too. Uh, you know, Amanda's and Ironwood. All right, so we found his chip. We got to find Susie's chip. Welcome aboard, Susie. How's your weather? We're we got some rain going on. We had some thunder a few minutes ago. I've got Ryan Hall, y'all, on. In fact, that was the thumbnail too. That thumbnail though was from this morning, but we were kind of anticipating we were definitely going to get this weather. I enjoy Ryan Hall, y'all. I'd rather listen to him than local weather. Where is Susie's chip? And has anybody heard from Jill? I haven't. Yeah, we're missing Jill and Michelle. They're kind of like off the radar lately. There you are, Susie. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, scrolling down. Chill pills, yes. You know, I don't care for open Wi-Fi, Papa Smurf, but if I had to use it, I would. You will be blamed. And the theater will bring peace. Even Xanadu. Yeah, I think he used Xanadu, Brian. I'd have to go through the whole thing. Well, I didn't. Maybe it was in alphabetical order. I'll scroll up here in a minute and I'll let you know. I gotta get down. Well, you know what, Kobe? Doing the impossible. Isn't that like embracing discomfort? This can't say it. Embracing discomfort. Ready to crash? You're ready to crash a wedding. As long as they have a booze table, right, Renee? Myers has corn on the cob. 25 cents a year. That's outrageous. My sister and I were talking about mom and dad going through the newspaper, clipping coupons, and figuring out where they were going to drive and what their route was going to be to save money on different items from the grocery store. You know, my dad would drive, 25 miles to save a nickel on the cost of meat. Of course, there's 2 or 3 bars along the way too. Yeah, he had his plan. You realize you're a retailer or you're still in exile. That's a good one, Carl. Yeah, we have the best tasting sweet corn here in Michigan, Brene. It's unbelievable. It just, Carl puts salt. Carl puts sugar on his corn. We don't have to do that here in Michigan. It's already sweet enough. Diane just had storms go through. Yeah, uh, Diane's near Indianapolis, and I know they had some heavy storms earlier. Um, I am right now southwest Keeley. Keeley, it's okay. It's just thunder and lightning. Um, Southwest of Grand Rapids, Michigan, about 10 miles, in a place called Jenison, Michigan. It's on the Grand River. And Ringo is pretty close to me too. I mean Kyle. He's pretty close, about 5 miles from here. Christian is in. Okay, I got him. Keeley, no limit on the corn, huh? M25 is going to be amazing, Kobe. George Ann thinks it's going to be so amazing. She went early. She was there this morning. Heart healthy rice. Super busy. Back in the hospital. Yeah, I can see. I can see Sonia's thoughts on that. I probably will join her. And I will say this: heart healthy. That is important. as I drink a Coke with so much sodium in it. Knock a horse. No, but I was on a sodium-free diet for quite some time. But then I got the pacemaker put in, and after that, I could eat anything I want. I take no medications. My blood pressure is normal. I'm a happy dog, happy dog. Go, Kobe, you remind me of Marshall. You're always looking for an angle. Brian, the van is resting in Tucson. You're in a 2024 Toyota 4Runner. Whoa. I like those. I like the Toyotas. And that being a new one, it's probably, don't you feel like you're in a luxury vehicle? Food is the topic at every live stream. You know that, Brene. Have I got you craving a Coca Cola to go with your corn on the cob? I think it would go good. Man, talk about condensation. If I'm not careful, I'll have wet chips. It's extremely humid right now. I'd say it's close to, it's probably about 95% humidity in the house. We don't have the air running. My sister can be a little bit frugal like me. There's a couple fans running, good enough. That's how we grew up. But this house has central air conditioning. I mean, Misfit Camp. That's right. That's where we met, which is La Posa South. And Susie's getting the same, pretty much the same weather that we are here. We're about 40 miles, kind of northwest of where Susie is. Susie is in between, excuse me, Battle Creek and Grand Rapids. About 35 to 40 miles. Unless she moved. I don't think she did. You know, it's funny. I've driven through Hillsdale twice in the last 2 years. Not Hillsdale, Hastings. And I'm looking both ways to spot your van, but never happened to see it. One of these days. What, you know what would be fun, Susie? We go to Gun Lake Casino. You got good food, you know, below $20. I'm gambling, but the food, yeah, the food. Strawberries, 2 for $5. Two two strawberries. They're, each strawberry is about as big as a baseball. Low key public school. You know, every area has to have a Myers, as we call ours. You know, it's not Walmart. It's a competitor Walmart area wise. Uh, you know, it's like Publix. It's like, you know, here around here, I think Meyer has I want to say 350 some stores in the Midwest. Where is my book? It is on the bookshelf. Good point. Let me go find it. This is a book that came the other day that I purchased on Kobe's recommendation. Duh. Turn it up. Tell you what, for 25 bucks, this is a value. This thing is heavier than the Encyclopedia Britannica. Um, I am now on page 21, which basically I barely started. But it is high quality paper. The prints are amazing. And then you say, well, what's this about? It's about treasure. The author spent 5 years collecting valuables, but not so much that they were gold and silver and goblets or whatever. No, it's some pretty cool stuff. All have historical or collectible value due to their actual history, who they were owned by, perhaps, famous people that owned the particular object that was acquired by the author. And there's a total of 5 treasure chests hidden across the United States. And the way that you may find them is if you can get into the author's brain and figure out the clues and go find the treasure. But like the author says, he's hoping that you'll enjoy the book as much as searching for the treasure, or even to the point of enjoy the book, because it gives history and the stories behind the objects. And there's some humor thrown in, and it's a great read. It's very, very enjoyable, and it's heavy. Where am I going to put it? All right, put it over here. But yes, I am very proud that it came. It came later than I thought it would. I was a little suspicious, but it did come. And yeah, I sent an email to the company. Where's my book? And it came the next day. It's like, oh, I think they heard me. All these was $3 of strawberries. Linda said 200 bucks at Myers. Oh my, she almost filled her shopping cart. There you are, Kobe. Brene and I'll help you. And I don't even drink. But listening to your whining, you're not going to watch YouTube tomorrow? It's eyeball procedure time. Oh, that's right. Okay, Brene. Prayers, prayers for Brene. There's Lynn, and I know where her chip is. Dun, da, da, da. You're in for the drawing, Lynn. I don't know if we're going to get to reading the book. We better. We will. Yeah. Can you see that? Linda's cart full of corn on the cob, sweet corn. We're wondering here, Lynn. We're having some storms right now. Uh, where Susie and I are. Well, Susie's 40 miles south of me. Kyle's not far from me, about 5 miles. We're keeping an eye on things. And then I've got Ryan Hall, y'all, in the background here. You use spurs on salads. Okay. I like to get my corn from the farm. Saves me having to pay for it. We call that cooning. Cooning, yeah. We were kids. We used to coon muskmelons. Be chased by the deputy sheriff, riding our bicycles through cornfields with muskmelons in our baskets in the middle of the night. Yeah, we were naughty. 9 a.m. Cool. I know Minnesota had tornadoes yesterday. Wisconsin the day before. It's been stormy up this way in the Midwest. And Bernay is getting ready for monsoon season. Everything came back negative. You're having a psychological impactive allergic reaction to being a best man. That's all it is. It's all psychological. You're so pissed off you could freaking sneeze. You do. But sneezing is your body's way of fighting off. It's a reaction, but it means that the cells in your body are grouping together to eject the bachelor. There we are, William. Welcome aboard. Everybody's in, thanks to Timmy. Your, your head hurts, ears really need a pop. It could be the Canadian smoke. My sister and I were talking about that a few days ago. We had the sniffles, and it was hazy, and you could almost smell it, almost. Huh, that's weird, Nancy. I had water on the ear this morning, which is very unusual for me. I mean, sometimes, you take a shower and later on you're sitting there shaking your head. I didn't take a shower yesterday, so where did the water come from? Hot dogs and chips for supper. Sounds good. I'm going to have Wendy's for supper. My sister's out doing some errands right now, which is crazy, but she had to pick up some medication and drop one of the dogs. Brady is a huge black lab. She has to drop him off at her son's house. Ear candles. I don't know. I think it's kind of morbid to use somebody's ear as a candle, but to each his own. 1 hour south, probably an hour and 20 minutes south, Susie. I take back roads. I go to Hastings by way of Allegan. 10 milligrams of melatonin, 40 magnesium. Good night, Carl. Rest well. That job is going to tear you up. Working all the angles. You know a guy. I'm learning pretty good. Uh, the thing I've learned the most with the cameras, I can figure that part out pretty good. I just have to practice it. And uh, distance filming, where you put the camera on the tripod and then you walk. Plus, thanks to Tina, I have got a little bit of a grasp on editing now. I have the Filmora program. Uh, I have some footage that I need to upload from Chelsea's phone. And then I've got some other still JPEG photography that I took. And I'm going to do another kind of like Jack's life over the past 2 weeks or something crazy, you know what I mean, for more practice with editing. But I wish you well. Okay, I will, Susie. That could happen after the 4th of July sometime when I'm rich and famous. I, my sister was talking about let's go to Gun Lake. She likes it down there too. And who knows? Maybe we'll get somebody else to join us. There's Kyle, Maria, Tina might be on this side of the state. You never know. You never know where Tina's going to be. Uh, but yeah, I think going to Gun Lake for an evening would be fun. You know, maybe go down about 5:36 and stay till 9, and then call it a night. That's long enough to lose a couple $100, right? I think we'll spend most of our time in the what's that called there? The Gun Lake Inn? No, that's not right. There is a Gun Lake Inn, but not in the casino. Have you noticed they're building a huge motel there? It's going to be amazing. Might as well call it a hotel. Um, which I think is a good idea that they do that. Anyways, yeah, the Gun Lake Inn, that's closer to the water. Gun Lake Casino is definitely not on Gun Lake. Ways out in the country by Bradley. I'm going to write that down, Susie. I'm going to hold you to it. I know next Monday I'm going to a car show over in Coopersville. They have it every Monday in the summertime. There, it's officially on my planner now, Susie. See? Susie, unlike I'll put it in calligraphy. The dishes will be there when you wake up. Yeah, that's right, girl. Pull my pants up. I'm not wearing pants. Michigan was in the Northeast. To you, it is. But we call it Midwest. You could use the extra money. And you know what? I'm sitting there going, am I going to even realize when I'm reading a clue in that book? We had a guy, he was called the Riddler here in Grand Rapids. I don't know what's become of him. But he was a survivor of a carbon monoxide accident. He ran a mechanic's garage, and something happened where they put a hose on the exhaust pipe and run the hose out the wall or through the garage door so that the car exhaust goes outside. Well, something happened, and the garage filled up with carbon monoxide, and fortunately, they found him in time. barely. So he ended up with a type of brain injury from the carbon monoxide poisoning, and he totally thought in different weird ways. And he would write these articles, and you'd have to figure out what the heck he was talking about. They were very, very good riddles, and it was a challenge for many, many people to try and figure out. And there were prizes connected with it, cash prizes. Susie, do you remember that? The Riddler in Grand Rapids? Aw, Bodai. Oh, cool. Yeah, that book will make great content, seriously, especially if you find a treasure. Loudmouth who camped on his camp. Okay, I mentioned riddles, and here they come. Riddles and limericks directly across the water from Mark. A loudmouth who chomped on his cob made slurping a full-time day job. He chewed like a beast at the 4th of July feast till Grandma yelled, "Use a fork, you slob." I love it, Mark. Going back out tomorrow. Search for the big one. Why not? But what if the big one's not here in Michigan or in this area, kind of, or in the Midwest? You know, we ought to think about that. You got the eastern states, then you've got the southeastern. That's two areas. And you got the Midwest. That's three. Then you got where Lynn is. Who knows what that's called? Tornado Alley. That's already four. So then the rest of it's got to be the Pacific Northwest and the Arizona Southwest. I don't know. How do we get five regions in the United States when I think there's more like seven? I don't know. The only treasure hunting you can try. And probably not this weekend, Brene, but when your eyes heal up, it's topical. It is. That was a good limerick. Take the wrap cover off the book. The secret poem hidden on the back of the front cover. Well, that's crazy. See, I use that. I use that as a bookmark. Um, we're not going to get any scratching done tonight because somebody working on this. Be solid, have grit, sparkle even as you pine. Here lies a joy divine. Okay, I'm thinking pine tree that's alive, grit, sparkle. We have a pine tree out back. Could that be it? That's interesting that there was a clue there. How'd you find that? Now I'm looking in the back. No. So, wow. All right. As they say, enjoy the read. The chat recap. There you go. Yes, Brene needs prayers and good luck. And Kobe needs a beer. Yep, I believe you, Carl. I've done the same thing in my day. Took me a while. I have to say I'm a little more stoic, but I wasn't always. Yes, Ryan Hall is my go-to, definitely. Now I've never been in a Wegmans. Georgianne says it's her mountain favorite store. I think she means my favorite store. Mount Si season. Don't know what that is. Illinois had tornadoes today. They did, Susie. About 4 o'clock when I woke up, they were having them. No, actually, it was a little earlier than that. It was when I got off of work. I got off of work straight up 1 o'clock, and I turned on Ryan Hall, y'all. And sure enough, Illinois was having tornadoes, and it was moving towards Indianapolis. But Indianapolis actually did not have any tornadoes, but they had a severe storm, one that didn't last real long, but it did a lot of damage. Bernays is here, Lynn. Unless you're talking about Bernard, and I don't know Bernard. Nobody here knows Bernard, right? Cook County, Tennessee, flash floods. Looks like they definitely had some rain and storms. It looks like a maybe an oil tanker on its side. Don't know. But you can see storm debris like branches and leaves that just plastered to other things. An allergic reaction to bullshit. You may end up developing an immunity, Kobe. Peter butter and jelly and Coca-Cola all around. Thank you, William. Do you see, Brene, how William just runs in and masterfully gets our mind off of wedding rehearsals and photography? We're having peanut butter and jelly. Yummy. I like strawberry. I hope you don't mind. You keep that grape. Don't care for grape, but peanut butter and strawberry, you betcha. And Mark wants liver and onions. I kind of do, but it's a little too humid tonight for liver and onions. I like having time and place for bullshit. Bernays bringing the drinks. I was singing Garth Brooks yesterday. I forget who was I talking to. I don't remember. I was talking to somebody, and they said something. Well, how do you know these things? And I said, I've got friends in low places. Shake and bake. Yeah, you're right. It is. And I never read from the book. Yeah, we'll do it next week. Next week, we'll go with why words. Southern Dry, California. That sounds like a ginger ale. All right, I am making sure I'm going to catch up. Yeah, water slides and everything. That's going to be cool. That's like going to be a competitor to Soaring Eagle. They just need a bingo hall, a resort. Yeah, it's a pretty cool clock. It's not a Howard Miller, but it's still a nice clock. First week of August. Yeah, I've been to that one before. But Susie, do you know where the 76 truck stop is? Yeah, I know you know where the 76 truck stop is. That's 76th Street off of 131. No, this is the 76th truck stop in Coopersville. It's on the corner of 48th and Randall, just so you know. But yeah, I went, was it last year? It was either last year or 2 years ago. Kyle and John and I went to the Coopersville Auto Show. I think Carrie went too. Anyways, yeah, we enjoyed it. This one is every Monday in the summer in the parking lot at the truck stop. We just stumbled on that this past Monday. My sister and I said, let's go to the truck stop and get dinner. And we got there kind of like right in the middle of it. But by the time we were finished eating, 45 minutes, it was pretty much over with. It's a big club, but then there's other people that come and bring their cool cars. I like it. I'm gonna film it next Monday. Then we have another one that's every Tuesday on the north end of town, off of M37, uh, north of Comstock Park, at the not Frizzoli's, something like that. It's a pizza place. It used to be a Mr. Fables, but now it's a pizza place. And Brene's going to go with us. Susie is a gearhead. I like that. She changes her own oil. She knows her way around under the hood. William keeps reminding me, shake and bake. We'll get to it. Oh. Mark, that's a good one. You got me thinking Southern Plains. Yes, that's a area. Got the pirate going down the rabbit hole searching for treasure. There you go. All right. William is going bowling. 900, 900 series, William. You can do it. The X logo. Ah, interesting. And we're on X words today. How about that? Kobe, why are you knocking him down? 300 is perfect game. You play 3 games on bowling night or bowling day, whichever it is. And if it's league bowling and you get 900, I think you're going to walk away with something, a headache. Yeah, I agree with you, Brene. It would be fun. We thought about doing that for M21. We were going to have a treasure hunt. We have yet to have a treasure hunt. Who knows? It could happen. He busted out the whiskey. All right, Japan, they believe the tiger's penis improves fertility. But I think if you really want to get pregnant, you're best off using a man's. mainly Max Velocity. I've heard of him, never watched. Yeah, in the desert, it's too humid for liver. That's funny. I got to get caught up here, and then we'll draw, shake and bake. One more clue. Did I notice page 90 doesn't exist? Whoa. Whoa, Kobe, how do you discover this stuff? That's amazing. And there's Dennis jumping in. You were here earlier. Your chip is in the bowl. Okay, best weather report. You look out the front window, it never fails. And Susie knows where Comstock Park is. Oh, and the truck stop. I'm taking it. Yes, they do have good food. It's worth the trip. Furcanos. Thank you, Papa Smurf. I always say Frizzolis, but it's Furcanos. There you go, Lynn. I'm kind of that way too. Although no, peanut butter goes good with everything. I like peanut butter with cheese. I'll have that peanut. Sometimes I'll do it toasted, but usually I'll have white bread, butter it, peanut butter it, then the jelly. Sometimes, but if I'll go with a couple slices of cheese, like Velveeta cheese. God, that's so good. You're making me hungry. Speaking of food, blueberry snowballs from a hostess. Now, that's one I haven't seen. I did get some Little Debbie vanilla donuts the other day. Eh, you're okay. Not my go-to. Yeah, I will. I will. In fact, I got a magnifying glass right here in this bag. There's a magnifying glass. Just a spoon. That's funny, Ray. B11. Okay, I am caught up. So it is time for shake and bake. We are drawing for the lost ticket. Whoever wins this drawing, this is what we'll be scratching off. I've already picked 4 words. So I think everybody's been here before. They know how this works. So we'll be making sentences here pretty soon. We're probably actually going to have to hustle. Okay, and then after we get done making sentences and more chips are in the bowl, there will be a drawing for this one, and this one will go real fast. So let's see how it goes. Gonna move these back. Renee is sharpening her pencil to make sentences, and she doesn't even know what the words are yet. Okay, not looking. They are behind me. I can't see them. Papa Smurf. All right, I got 18 chips in my hand. No, okay. Now I have 1 chip in my hand, and it's something. It's blank. No way. No way. But hey, I didn't cheat. Kyle, are you still here? He won last week. In fact, I meant to say earlier that uh, tonight's broadcast is brought to brought to you by Kyle and Lance. Lance never has sent me his uh, snail mail address for the $10 he won, what, a month ago? Of course, I'm procrastinating. I still got to send Bernay that California ticket that is $10 that I won, but I'm not in California, so I can't cash it in. And then I still have 2 unscratched tickets from Kansas I got to send to Jerry Holly. All right, so we're going to scratch this ticket for Kyle. We're going to take these other chips out because most of you that got in the bowl for this drawing, chances are you're going to be making sentences. So I want your chips where I can find them a little faster. I can't read it. It's too dark in here. Linda, excuse me. I got to make Linda's darker. Where's Dirk tonight? I haven't seen Dirk. How will I know if it's expired? Well, I guess I could research it. But you could have it as a souvenir of my idiocy. It's already, what, 3, 4 months old? There. All right. Coin. I don't have my sister's quarter, but we'll get by. I'm using a dime. So I wonder why in that book they skipped a page, and you say it's on purpose, and that must be a clue. Well, what in the hell kind of a clue would it be? Timmy, Kyle won again. All right. First letter is P. Upcoming. Recap. Okay, second letter. N. Big money Kyle. He's got half a notebook full of clues already. When do you ever work, Kobe? Or when do you sleep? N. Bonus. Nuevo. Galleon, which I was surprised to see on here because Galleon is a town in Indiana, not Michigan. But maybe there's a Galleon, Michigan, and I just don't know it. Bovine, conga, They just mentioned Youngstown, Ohio, the robot.
What's your go-to safety plan when things get wild like this?
So looking for ends. Vent, bend, or bind. Upcoming. Okay. Third letter. What's sleep? Oh, that's right. You had that vacation. And now you got to transition from being the boss at the college to being a wedding photographer. I'll say that quietly. Oh, we're looking for O's. Obsession, almost. Lobby and oboe. Astrology. Omission. Bovine. You. Conga. Cougar. I know a couple of those. Upcoming. Mob. That's it for O's. Letter number 4. Underpaid. X. How about that? X. Don't see any words with the letter X. Okay. Number 5 is F. I have a feeling we're going to go overtime tonight, but I don't think we're stepping on anybody. There's an F in surf. Jellyfish. Verify. Okay. And Linda, are you ready? The first 2 words. America. That would be Sasnak. Morning, America. Uh, where'd I put them? Oh, there they are. The first 2 words. Make a sentence. Lobby, Lobby, and cougar, Cougar. Lobby and cougar. Allergic to BS. You should get some, Tina's got some. BS repellent. I may have the formula for it somewhere. I think my sister might be home. Use it on Timmy. Good idea, Kobe. I think Sonia and Jim and Rob. If Diane was here, she'd probably buy it from you. I love it. Pick on Timmy. I can't pick on Timmy. He's got me on a big screen TV down there. Oh man, we have so much fun around here. All right. Did Linda type in the words? Myth is that aw. Tell you what, okay. The words are lobby, Lobby, and cougar, Cougar. Oh, Rob is in. And Nancy is in. So Nancy and Rob, you guys are in for the next drawing. And there are the two words. Thank you, Sonia. She beat you out, Linda. She wouldn't leave in the morning. Good one, Rob. And Sonia's in. Play of words. Yeah, spamming. That's a good way to describe it. But it just bounces into her head. It would have mine too, if I was playing this. Okay, I'm gonna move on, but I'll try to keep an eye on the chat as best I can. Oh, the next letter is a G. Galleon and gust, like wind gust. The cougar is waiting in the lobby. You're waiting for me, Susie? All right, where is it? Okay, I found you, Susie. You're in. Timmy, I'm in the lobby smoking a cougar. A cougar. Ah, good one, Timmy. I like the play on words. Excellent. Oh, Mark's got one. Dressed to kill, eyed me like a cougar stalking prey. Only you, Mark. You probably made a limerick out of it too. Word pairs, best word pairs. Some would say the greatest word pairs. While hunting for treasure in the lobby, I got attacked by a cougar. She must have been twice, which would make her 50. Yeah, I guess that could be cougar. Oh, all right, Kobe, you're in. Good one. I keep wondering what Brene is going to come up with. She'll probably come up with something like, I wore my cougar costume to the lobby. All right. J. Looking for J. And I don't know if we finished the G's. Yeah, there's a G that we missed in Nuevo. Okay, J and G. There's a G in Cougar that we missed. J. Jellyfish. And a G in upcoming. Later. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't get done till 8, and the way it's going today, it'll be quarter after 8. She brought food. Rob, I knew an older woman once pushed her down the stairs. You all thought that was going to be a cougar joke, didn't you? Hate to be around. Good one, Papa Smurf. All right. Papa Smurf is in. Who did I miss? Anybody? I don't think so. All right, moving on. Yeah, I was thinking you had me on the big TV. Thank you, Timmy. And thank you, bar owner and patrons. Get me on your device. You can watch me on the big TV, but you can comment on your device and subscribe. All right. Y. Lobby has a Y. Die. And any more Y's? Yeah, jellyfish. Verify. Okay. Next, letter number 9 is H. Diane is here. Welcome aboard, Diane. Yeah, well, tell the bar owner and let the people know they can subscribe to me on their cell phones or whatever. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Saw a cougar streaking through the lobby and you had to laugh. Streaking through. I got you, Kyle. You and Mark are on the same channel. Where is Kyle? He's right over here in the corner because I put him over here because we're scratching the ticket for him. Let me make sure I wrote that down. Kyle, I don't know if you might have stepped out, but I'm thinking that you and I and Maria and whoever else, we can go down. Maybe Dirk would want to go. We'll go down to Gun Lake Casino and hook up with Susie and have some food, maybe do a little gambling. Be fun. I'm thinking, after the 4th of July. Oh, letter number 10 is a T. Ann Arbor is about to get hit with 60-mile-per-hour winds. I hope Tina is being safe. I know she is. Okay, we got a T and almost. Astrology. Gust. Vent. Wealth. Bracelet. Strut. Inhabit. Okay, your third word. The third word is wealth. 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 Lots of cougars in the casino lobby waiting to pounce. Yeah, I'd say that's true. Maybe we shouldn't invite Dirk. Ryan's been tracking the storms. Yeah, I was thinking about you this morning. Well, what I say this morning, more like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. There was pretty heavy storms going through Indianapolis, and then Sonia's got the words. Thank you, Sonia. So you know the rules. Make a sentence using any two or all three of those words. There's a few of you who are not in the pot yet. I see Lynn's not in, Ray's not in, Carol Walters, Georgianne, Brene, Brian. William's gone to the bowling alley, so I guess I could put his chip aside. Lewis, Carl, Dennis. All right, moving on here. The wealth of Cougars is determined by her success in the lobby of the bar that Timmy is hanging out in. Always the philosopher there, Jim. You're in. Oh, goodness. Z. Looking for Z's. I think Carl's looking for a Z. He may have even found it. There's a Z in size. Ah, a U. There is a U in bonus. You. There. Gus and you. Sentencing has been done for fairy dust. How many years did they give you? For streaking through the lobby. You cougar, you. Where is Bernays? There you are. But yeah, I know, Rob. And you, the word winky. Oh, I'm sorry, Lynn. I won't go back right now, but gotcha. I hope other people saw it. The sky winky. Oh my, Rob, there's a word coming up that will fit in perfectly. Ooh, more play on words. All right, I'm still looking for the letter U. There's a U in under and upcoming. Cougar. Oh goodness. Hub. Strut. E, the letter E. The damsel in distress. Rum, riches, and respect, because real wealth is knowing how to make an entrance. Good one. You're already in, but I like that one. No more sugar. All right, next letter is E. We're working on that. Oboe. Ooh, there's a nice breeze coming in. Won't last long, I don't think. Surf. It's very muggy. Nuego. Idle. Die. Era. Den. Size. Under. Edge has two. Vent. Verify. Bracelet has two. Jelly. Fish. Wealth. Ebb. Web. That was weird. E in the word web, and I heard him, Ryan, say Weberville. Weird. Lynn's never been married. Oh my goodness. Should try it once. Oh no. No, I'm not going there. All right. M. Umbrella. Almost. Omission. We're working on M still. Oh, geez, Timmy. I'm behind, but I'll try. Mob. Upcoming. All right. Okay. Read your comment. Very important. The owner of the bar has been watching for 2 years when William Dixon was alive. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for being a loyal fan. And rest in peace, William Dixon. Yeah, can smell your newfound wealth after finding the treasure. Yeah, I didn't catch it. Sorry. Mark's got to go drain the python. Yep. Flew right over. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm almost caught up. Maybe. Where'd my dime go? Here it is. Letter number 15. C. Oh, Rob is going to have a field day. Okay, so's Mark. Of course, he's busy visiting the little boys' room. emphasis on little. Okay, there's a G that we missed in conga. Still looking for the letter C. There's a C in cougar. Scar. Recap. And that's it for the letter C. Your fourth word. Yes, letter number 4, or word number 4 is size. S-I-C-E. And now I only picked these words at random. There was nothing going on, at least not consciously. How quickly they devolve. It could be, Rob. And you lead by example. We love you, Rob. You and Mark. If it wasn't for you guys, what would we do? It'd be boring. We'd probably have to go find, is it Calvin? What's Posh Cats? You know Posh Cats. What is his name? I keep seeing, videos pop up, and I never seem to have time to go watch them. But he's across the water with you and Mark somewhere. All right. Letter number 16 is I. I. Obsession has 2 eyes. Galleon and bovine. Size. The baseline is kept well dusted. Good. Excuse me. I'm surprised he hasn't jumped on the word size. I know he's thinking of it. Okay, that's it. Wait, there's still a couple eyes. Bind, upcoming, and we've spelled a word. In puzzle number 2, we have spelled upcoming. Jellyfish has an I. Verify has an I. Inhabit has 2. Okay, we have 4 letters left. K. Wow, I don't see any Ks. V. Bovine. Any more V's? Vent, which means we've spelled 2 words in puzzle number 2. We spelled upcoming and vent. Any more V's? Don't see any more V's. We have 2 letters left. The wealth that cougar attracts all the young kids in the lobby. Gotcha, Ray. Older males tend to be difficult. Younger ones can be difficult, but to their stamina makes up for the assholeness. Tell it like it is, Diane. Don't sugarcoat it. The size of the lobby may be reflective of the wealth of the cougar. Cute. And there we have 4 words. Make a sentence using any 2, any 3, or all 4. Just saying. It's great, Renee. All right, 2 more letters. A. That's a good letter to have. Okay, astrology. There's a G in astrology that we missed. Almost has an A. There's an E that we missed in umbrella. There's an A in umbrella as well. And galleon. Nuego has an A. Era has an A. Conga has an A. And that's a word that we've now spelled in puzzle number 1. Okay. There's an A in cougar. There's an A in bracelet. Scar. Inhabit. Wealth. Recap. And that looks like it's it for that looks like it's it for the letter A, but we'll be doing a double check. Another hour. Wait. The cougar strutted through the lobby, flaunting her wealth. The sheer size of her diamonds made even the chandelier feel insecure. Do another hour on just those 4 words, you'd all feel both offended and sickened. I'd probably stick it out for that hour. Oh my goodness. All right, last letter. The last letter is an L. There's an L in almost. There's an L in a lobby. An L in umbrella. 2 L's. Idol. Astrology. Galleon. There's an E in galleon that we missed, and now that makes 2 words in letter 1, or puzzle 1. Oh, goodness. An L for the win, right? Jellyfish has 2. Wealth has an L. And I'm not seeing any more. It's time to do a double check. And you guys make up sentences. I still see Carol Walters, Georgianne, Brian, Christian, Lubecca, Carl, and Dennis are still here on the table, not in the bowl, unless I missed your sentence. Oh, thank you, Heavenly Breeze. Ah. All right. Any B's? No. S? No. No S, no B's, no R. No R. B, S, W. Nope. D. Nope. Y, no. No D, no R, no S. D, R, C. There's a C. And curb. Oh, and then the U. But we don't have the R or the B. D. B, S, M. There's an N in inhabit. But I don't believe we have the H. Yes, we do. But we don't have the B. There's an H in hub, an H in wealth. But we don't have a W. We don't have a B. Ebb. We don't have B's. Strut. We have a T, but not the S or the R. Okay, there are 2 bonus words. Puzzle number 1. You find the corresponding word in puzzle 1 above. If it was spelled, then you get to win a prize. So let's see. We have 2 words that were spelled in puzzle number 1. One is galleon, and the other is conga. So let's see what the bonus might be. Size. We didn't have the S. All right, bonus number 2, hub. And we didn't spell hub. We didn't have the B. Oh, well. And there's Keely. Keely, say hi. Look, Keely. 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 Keely, over here. There he is. Lynn, okay. John Cougar. John Cougar Mellencamp. Looking for Lynn. Okay, so Christian's in. Where is Lynn's message? How come I'm not finding it? Oh, now there's another one. Read your last comment. Oh boy. Up, up, up. Didn't catch. Haven't ever been married. I almost said congratulations. And I don't know. That's what popped into my head. Marriage is not for everyone. It's a pretty common thing, obviously, but there isn't for everyone. Some people do just fine. Me, I feel like I should be married. I have been a couple times. There were reasons it didn't work out. Some factors on both sides. Um, I'm not a basher, if you will. I'll take blame and credit equally. Uh, but I still believe in it. Yeah, maybe someday there'll be a third time that I get it right. Don't know. But now we all know that Lynn has never been married. So we learned something tonight. Who is not in the pot? Uh, for a while, Papa Smurf. But after 26 years, it didn't work out. And I will say that for the second wife, which was Barbara, okay. If you wanted to place blame, okay, she can have it. I finally ran out of patience. You were very drunk for a while. Perfect time to go live. Grassy knoll. That's funny, Rob. Oh my God. All right, so this was not a winner. I'm sorry about that, Kyle. But you're still a winner. Next, we will be drawing. Yeah, I just definitely ran out of money. Gold digger. This is what we're going to draw for, and we're going to do it in 1 minute. So if you're not in this pot, do it quick. So 2 and out, Susie? Oh, come on. I still am optimistic. I still believe there's got to be at least one right person out there for me. I have a feeling I know who. I'm just not saying. Time will tell. or time will let me go to hell. See, I can rhyme stuff too. There you go. We still love Kyle. Reading the first book in order to read the second. I, I'm not going to do that, Kobe. I'm already crazy enough. You're out too, and they were both named Amy. Isn't that something? I sound like an owl. Where's my owl costume? Oh, goodness. One of the mods copied my comment about Congress for Jack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I miss another comment? Timmy's praying that he's going to win. And yep, power of prayer, Timmy. Man is incomplete until he's married. Then he's really finished. I think that one was a Red Skelton joke. I really do. All right. Papa Smurf is correct. I don't think we're going to get anybody else in the barrel. So I'm going to stir it up. A quick prayer for Timmy, Nancy. I have a chip in my hand. And it is, I can't see it. Lynn Yoki. All right. Let's see if Lynn can win some money. This is a simple one. It's got like 5, winning numbers, and then you got 10 chances to match it. And there's one in the middle there. My fingernails are dirty from working on the lawnmower, but there is 2 matching things there. There's a win all possibility, and then there's a $25 possibility. Well, shoot. And somebody copy and paste whatever Lynn said that I missed. Yeah, right, Timmy. Celibate for 11. You figure we can talk here. I'm ahead of you. All right. 5 is a winning number. And 9. So not a match. Linda says no. Okay. How do you take a screenshot on TV, Timmy? All right. 28. And that doesn't match. Okay. And 23. Nope, not a match. Next winning number is 24. And we have 29. Not a match. 14. Got 1 minute to get off of here. Not that it matters. 27. Okay. Whoa. Just had a tree branch hit the ground out there. Huh. No damage. That's a big tree limb. I wish the breeze would come up a little more. Who owns a TV? Yeah, repost it. It's probably so long she doesn't want to type it all out again. Jim does. Jim owns a TV. I bet it's a CRT. Hey, I own CRTs. Okay, 6, not a match. The last winning number is 26. Okay, 21, not a match. Okay, we get going with the rest of the numbers. TVs are so 6 years ago. Edit video. Be careful, Susie. You'll end up at the casino. At least that's what Kyle will tell you. Inside joke. You'll hear it next week or 2 weeks from now. Excuse me. 10, not a match. 30, not a match. 03, not a match. Closest we came was 05. Congress needs to be resized, and the Cougars need to leave Congress. Good one, Lynn. 18. That's worth remembering. I like that. 4. So we didn't match any of those. So let's try the match the two symbols and win the prize. Okay, roll 1. We have a favor, like a party favor, tweet, tweet, whatever, and a treasure. Colby, I just found the treasure here on this ticket. Well, it says treasure. Timmy's future comment about reading his text message. Yeah, I should. All right. And the next one is cash and flowers. So we didn't match anything. All right. So let's go with win all. That's number 7, and it doesn't match anything. All right. And then the last chance is for $25. And it says 65. So it doesn't match. So bummer. No winners tonight at all. Sorry, Lynn, but you know what? Well, like William always says, and the rest of it have adopted it, you're still a winner. Everybody's a winner here. Even Ryan. Okay, I've had it. I need to eat. I need to take a shower after I eat. I don't know. My phone beeped, but I don't think it was Timmy. I could be wrong. Sure enough, he sent an image. Yeah, he sent an image, but there's no. Nice try, Timmy. Do you see me cheating there? I don't cheat, Timmy. I might have cooned muskmelons when I was at 11 years old, but I don't cheat. Go look over the treasure book. Yeah, not with dirty hands. Well, my hands are clean, but they're clean, but they're not clean. There's kind of still a little bit of grease residue. Thank you, Ray. Okie dokie. Timalina didn't catch you cheating. Okay, we will see you Saturday night. That will probably be the last Saturday night for a little while, because there's going to be some traveling coming up, both for the 4th of July, and I'm probably going to be traveling after that on Saturdays as well. Times are changing. We'll see. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. Thank you for being aboard. May God bless. Good night.